Now Mahomes on the bootleg. This is Smith with a grab. And wrangled down quickly just past the 40 at the 41. Fresh out of the locker room, they hit him with a gain of over 20.
I can't help but chuckle a little bit because at this point, it can't be a surprise to anyone in the building who's going to get the ball. They just keep feeding him over and over, and he just keeps on delivering.
On play action, it's Mahomes. And his throw here's incomplete.
I'm getting the sense that this offense is getting frustrated. Here we are into the third quarter, and they've had plenty of opportunities to get in sync. Thus far, that hasn't happened. They're looking for answers both on the sidelines and in the huddle looking at each other.
They fake the give. Now Mahomes. Going to let this thing go deep for Gates. And that will be incomplete. Trying to dial up the long way out there, but it'll be third down. This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on third down. Play action. Now it's Mahomes. Pass taken in by his big tight end. Look at the big fella go. And all the way in for a Kansas City touchdown. A big play there. 59 yards. And the Chiefs come right out of the locker room and score here in the opening minute of the third quarter. And you know, you and I praise tight ends in today's game a lot for being just like a bigger-bodied wide receiver. Boy, a play that long from that position, you just didn't used to see that as much.
No, you were really just counting on the tight end position to catch the football and get what they got on the catch. And now it's the run after the catch that makes them so dangerous. Hard to bring those big guys down when they get rolling.
Couldn't bring him down here, got into the end zone.
They were so worried about a punch up the gut or a quick pass inside. They didn't take away an easy run by the QB. Doesn't bring them all the way back, but a good scramble there to erase 2 more points from that deficit.
Now after the touchdown, here's Pat McAfee to kick. And his guys will get the football right at the 20-yard line. So here's the Bills offense now. They get ready for their first possession of the second half. And maybe some renewed pressure on this unit following the touchdown a moment ago. It's back to a one-score game.
And because of that pressure, because it's now a one-score game, they know this is where you need to slow the momentum change. Because otherwise, that could overrun your team. You've got to be careful right here. One of the league's best linebackers, he ended that play almost before it began. And the running back, absolutely overmatched no matter what he tried to do.
Gotta imagine the pass rush will be equally intense here on second down following the sack. It's 2nd and 18. Working out of the gun, Mayfield, and that's incomplete.
That incompletion certainly makes this upcoming third down a little bit more crucial. They need to find the right play to convert here and maybe start to tamp down a little bit of momentum. The other side is starting.
And he's gonna go down. Back at his own 5-yard line, it's a sack. Dontari Poe with a big-time sack on third down. It's a loss of 7.
I think most quarterbacks would love to have the goal line actually extend up into the air and turn into a wall. And they can put their back against it and know exactly where they are on the field so they don't end up in the end zone. Didn't do it on that play, but perilously close to the goal line.
So a change of possession here on the punt. And Kansas City's offense now set and ready to go. The last time out, they had to march almost the full length of the field for their touchdown. So here, much easier, Charles, with this better starting field position.
I love your sarcasm, but I love even more your observation because, look, what they did last time out, now with a shorter field, they should have a lot of confidence that they're going to put more points up on the board.
Snap coming at 1, and it's Mahomes. And it's complete to Antonio Gates. And all the way in for a Kansas City touchdown. Antonio Gates, 56 yards. And the Chiefs strike quickly here to tie up the ball game.
I know guys who design defenses, they try to prepare for everything, but you ignore the guy who plays tight end at your own peril.
Yeah, and he's like having another wide receiver out there sometimes, right?
Exactly right, because there's such a matchup nightmare, and they're hybrid guys. Are they receivers? Are they big guys that block? How about the one we just saw there? Catch it and go. Run after catch all the way into the end zone.
It's complete, and that is caught for the 2 points. After the touchdown, here's Pat McAfee to kick. And he won't get this to the 20-yard line as he's down at the 19. Here's the Buffalo offense now as they get set to take over here. And Charles, a very uninspired effort the last time we saw them out there was a quick 3-and-out, then they punted the football.
Yeah, and you never want to get stopped so soundly during a series, but what would be even worse now is letting it happen again right here. They've got to get going.
Toward the center of the field, but it's incomplete. Third quarter of a 2-point game, a good one so far. Here's 2nd and 10. Mayfield looks to throw. Finds his running back, James Conner. And he's taken down, but able to slip across the 35. It's a pickup of 17 on that one, and a Bills first down. Out of the shotgun, they'll run with Conner. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. That's George Karlaftis greeting him behind the line with a big stop. After the loss, they'll come up 2nd and 13. Now Mayfield. Looking middle, and that's complete. They'll wind up getting 10 back as that sets them up for 3rd down. And they're not going to get to the line to run another play. So we will switch ends as the 3rd quarter has come to a close. You are watching Madden Ultimate Team on EA Sports. They'll try and run for it with Conner. And he appears to be about 2 feet short on 3rd and 3. Leaves him with a 4th and 1. This late in the game, Charles, I think you maybe seriously have to think about going for it.
Especially where they are in terms of field position, because this is almost like no man's land. Might hurt your punter because there might not be enough space, maybe too far for your field goal kicker. I'm like the old rule. Possession is 9/10 of the law. Possession is 9/10 of winning the game. Go for it. Get the first down. Close it out.
One score down. Here we go. They're going to go for it here on 4th down. Oh, and now movement and a whistle, and they may have to rethink their plans on 4th down. The crowd's not doing that O-line any favors.
Home field advantage is really kicking in, making it very difficult for them to hear the snap count.
The Bills send the punter out as he'll punt it away for the 2nd time. This will be fielded at the 17. 13 yards the tally on the return there. And it's Chiefs football, 1st and 10. And now here comes Kansas City. Well, partner, you know, coaches always say that every play is designed to score a touchdown. Sometimes that's not really true, but last drive, that was the case. One play to get into the end zone, and now they'll try to duplicate that success here.
And it's rare for those moments to happen. Incredible when they do. And you saw the celebration. Pure, unbridled joy after that one. Well, how about this aggressive approach? Got the lead, 4th quarter, continuing to throw the football. Are you thinking about Super Bowl 51? Atlanta had the lead against New England, and they ended up giving it up?
I was going to say, don't say it, but you did say it.
I did, didn't I?
Yeah, anybody watching Atlanta, our apologies. Not totally home free yet, but it's looking good as they come up 1st and 10. Mahomes now to throw. To the left side and caught by Hester. And he has a big gain inside the 40 before being dropped. So the Chiefs in possession of the ball as we welcome you back. They've got a 1st and 10 as they look to try and finish this one off. Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on 1st down. To throw is Mahomes. And this one complete to Smith. And they're going to be set up down around the 15-yard line. And now with 1:52 to go, we get another pause in the action. A timeout here defensively. Line of scrimmage, the 15. It's 1st and 10. A run up the middle with Irving. And he's brought down just outside of the 10 at the 11. Now the Bills will use the 2nd of their timeouts as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. 2nd and 6. They'll run the draw with Irving. Yeah, he'll work free from one tackle, but that's about all as he's taken down. The Bills are going to go ahead and use their final timeout as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. A yard all they need, but it's 3rd down. Once again, it's Irving. He is going nowhere as he is enveloped behind the line.
I apologize in advance, partner, but the beefeaters on the interior of this D-line, you just know they were licking their chops on 3rd and short. And yes, they were rewarded with a tasty dish, stuffing that one short. First down.
And here's a big one now. Try to hold this lead. They're going to go for it here on 4th down. Now Mahomes. That is caught. And in for the Chiefs touchdown. Antonio Gates. 2 catches, 2 touchdowns here so far. And the Chiefs get an important score there to extend their lead here in this 4th quarter. Big 4th down conversion for the score, and the defense, that is a tough pill to swallow.
Big time for them. How about them just deciding to go for it on 4th down? And, okay, forget the field goal, because that looked like an easy 3 points. Yeah, you might have had a defensive breakdown in there, but they pressed the issue and found a way to get it into the end zone. Give them big credit for that.
So they try to make it a 2-score game with a conversion. It pays off.
And they've looked at the situation, figured it out well. A 2-score game in this situation, they've got to feel much better about where they are.
Now after the touchdown, here's Pat McAfee to kick. And he returns this to the 22. Mayfield and the offense now. Down by 10. A little over 80 ticks to go. How will this thing pan out? We'll watch as they come up on 1st down. Mayfield. And this is intercepted, and that should do it. It's the Pro Bowler Luke Kuechly that picks it, and they are going to take over right there at the 22-yard line.
And, Brandon, this is a real nice job defensively, getting inside a quarterback's head and figuring out, okay, where is he going with the football? because you can make an educated guess defensively. Not all the time, but sometimes. And when you're right, you've got a decent chance of coming away with the football.
Here's a fake on the jet sweep, and instead a give up the middle. And he's tackled a yard short of the marker. Good gain of 9 on first down.
I know you're trying to wring every yard out of a run, but I think 9 yards there is ideal in this situation.
Yeah, now next couple plays, you only need 1 yard. Keep that clock rolling with a lead here in the fourth.
Yeah, and what you're saying is maybe if it takes you 1 or 2 more runs to get the first down, that's extra time, extra plays. Really hurts the team on defense.
And he will have a Chiefs first down. And that's the one that should seal the victory. Call it a gain of 11 yards, and that should just about do it.
Well, they've certainly been successful throwing it around in this game. That's allowed them to move the ball on offense. But I've got to tell you, to watch them run the football and successfully, I'm not taking sides. But to see the ball in a running back's hands, oh, that's football for me.
Mahomes down to a knee, and that should just about write a finish to this one. Oh, wait, hold everything. A timeout has been called. Seemingly silly with 1 second remaining in this game. So here we go. Maybe the biggest kick of the game forthcoming. From the left hash, a chip shot here. And the kick is good. So you wonder how this one might be remembered the next time these two teams meet.